Yo, DGens, what's going on, guys? Once again, in the evening, we find ourselves with a mixed bag on the crypto bubbles. Some things up, some things down. Markets still kind of going round and round, bouncing around. Some DCA opportunities, guys. Me personally, I choose to dollar cost average in these situations. I have been taking full advantage for the last 2 weeks of this opportunity, and it's given me a chance to really kind of top up a lot of my bags that I thought I was finished dollar cost averaging into a little while ago, last month. But fortunately, turns out I wasn't done because the market came back down and we are back in DCA mode. So that's all we can do. That's all we can do. And if you don't have money to DCA, there's absolutely nothing wrong with standing idle, sitting on your hands, and waiting for the parabolic part of the bull run. There's nothing wrong with that either, guys. You don't always have to be doing something, right? Keep that in mind, okay? So, looking at Jasmy, we're up 0.5% on the day. We're down 22.3% on the week. We're down 31.2% on the month, but we're up 451% on the year. Down one spot in rank to 73, $1.46 billion market cap, and very low volume at 117.43 million. So we got to do something about that. Now, a lot of speculation, people wondering if the inauguration is going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, if we're going to pump, are we going to dump? Here's my thoughts on it, guys. I think we're going to have our correction still. We're not finished. We're going to go down further. I'm going to show you on the Bitcoin chart what I'm talking about in a moment. And I think that we're going to kind of slowly crawl sideways, maybe in a slightly upwards trajectory, heading towards the inauguration. I think that there's going to be a lot of uncertainty in the market until after the FOMC meeting at the end of the month, around the 27th, right? I think that is what people are waiting for, to figure out which direction the market's going to be going in. I think that Powell will be neutral, no different than he was last month. And I think that everything being exactly the same, that will cause the markets to pump, right? Now, moving forward from that, it's hard to say what the Fed's stance is going to be. You would have to think that there is a lot of communication, and especially moving forward, there will be a lot more communication and engagement between the pump administration and the Fed, right? Federal Reserve. And they're going to have to come to some sort of agreement to come together and be on the same page. Every president tends to turn the money printer back on when a new administration comes into office, right? So we know that will likely happen sometime this year, and Powell likely won't be on board with it. So they're going to have to figure something out here to get this thing going in the right direction, right? The Fed might end up changing its stance because there's a new administration in. We don't know at this point in time. So there's a lot of uncertainty in the markets right now, guys, right? It's really hard to kind of pin down what's going to happen. It's a moving target right now, if you will, right? So all we can do is pay attention to everything that's going on and do our due diligence, make sure we are staying committed to our craft and being in the know about what's coming next. Okay, just lollygagging around and not paying attention, that's what's going to get you wrecked. That's what's going to cause you to miss opportunities, right? So let's go over to the Jasmy chart and have a little looky-loo, shall we? Let's see what's going on. So we're just riding down the bottom of this trend line right now. We wicked below it all the way to the 100-day SMA earlier today, but we're back above it. Well, that was yesterday, last night, whatever. We're back above it now, sitting at 2 cents 998. I think we come down to about 2 cents 7, between 2 cents 5 and 2 cents 7. Let's put a little target. I know you guys hate when I put my little rectangle box in there because The price always seems to go there. You like it when I put it up top, but you don't like when I put it on the bottom. That's what she said. So 25 to 27, somewhere inside that box is where I think that Jasmy's going to come. Moving over to Bitcoin. Let's go have a look over at Bitcoin's chart. So we wicked up almost all the way up to the 100-day SMA, sitting around that 95,600. We've since come back down to 94,800, which is roughly where we closed the daily candle about 6.5 hours ago. So that's the 4 hour. So sorry, we'll go back over to the daily here. All right, so on the daily, look at that. Now, guys, I have my suspicions that this very, very well might be a bull trap, okay? I think that this is all setting up just a little too perfectly here, okay? And I'm going to show you why. Look at these last 3-day candles. Very bullish, right? We came all the way down to 89,000, and look at that wick all the way back up. We wicked all the way back up over 94,500. Now we're sitting at 94,800, right? We wicked all the way up to 95,400 roughly. So looks bullish, right? Well, I mean, if we go over to the liquidation chart, or liquidation levels, sorry, look what's happened as a result. Look at all of these longs that are getting put in. People are starting to believe with confidence that the market's going up, right? Up, up, up. Well, if we drop suddenly down to 89,700, there will be $1.08 billion worth of longs liquidated, right? I think this is a bull trap. These are all bulls that are putting in longs because they think we're going up, right? So I think that this is a setup for the bulls. And then we're going to come as soon as we get enough longs, and could be tonight, could be tomorrow, could be over the next couple of days, right? We could pump all the way up here to maybe to the 30-day SMA, maybe even higher, maybe to like 98,000, somewhere like that, right? And then we're going to squeeze all those longs. We're going to come down between 85 and 88K here in this range. And we're going to liquidate 1.08 billion. It'll probably be more than that by that time. By tomorrow, it's going to be way more than that when it comes to longs, right? So I think this is a setup for the bulls. I think the bulls are about to get absolutely wrecked. They're about to get spanked and put to bed with no dinner. That's what I think is about to happen. So, guys, I would not recommend using leverage at this time because this is market manipulation at its finest. This is a bull trap, clear as day, in my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we just shoot up out of nowhere and we just keep going. But there's no volume in the market that dictates that right now, guys, right? So, I don't know. I think this is a very clear example of a bull trap. I think we're coming down here into this pocket. Absolutely. Then what's going to happen when we come down into this pocket is you're going to see the same thing happen on the flip side. You're going to see probably $1 to $2 billion worth of shorts get put in because everyone's going to think that we're coming down from here to this area to fill the CME gap between $78,000 and $80,000. So they're going to put their shorts in like crazy, right? They're going to borrow money from grandma. They're going to check the change from their couch, and they're going to put in as many shorts as they can because they're positive we're coming down to fill this CME gap. Oh, it's a CME gap. It's got to be filled. Yes, they do generally, not 100% of the time, but generally. But they could go years without getting filled, right? So what's going to happen to little Tommy when he puts in his short down here, thinking we're coming down here? Well, funny you should ask. Then we're going to go, and we're going to have a short squeeze, and we are going to liquidate all of those little jimmies who put in their shorts because they thought we were filling a CME gap. This is market manipulation 101. Bull traps and bear traps all over the place. This is a no trade zone, guys. For me, this is where you don't start putting in longs and shorts when this kind of stuff's happening. It's pretty clear what's happening. But I want to know what you guys think about it. You think I'm wrong? You think we're just going to go up? Let me know, guys. Check it out, guys. Very bullish. BlackRock says Bitcoin and crypto is growing faster than the internet and mobile phones put together. Look at this, guys. And you're wondering if it's too late or if you're coming in late, right? We're being adopted. Crypto's being adopted faster than the internet and smartphone and mobile phones, guys. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. All right. What do we got? What do we got for Jasmy here? Let's get into it. So, D-Wood RU11 shared this. He says, Jasmy, we've been saying this for months. So, Jasmy X ChatGPT about Binance intentions and strategy on Jasmy. The fact that Binance holds 12.4% of Jasmy is a detail that cannot be overlooked. This proportion is extremely significant for a relatively small cryptocurrency, especially when compared to much more established projects. Here's why this could indicate that Binance knows something is coming. Exchange platforms manage thousands of assets. Holding such a large proportion of Jasmy is unusual if the sole objective was to ensure liquidity for clients. Other cryptocurrencies with much higher trading volumes do not receive this level of attention. This far exceeds the standard liquidity requirements. It suggests a specific interest, likely based on knowledge, particular expectations about Jasmy's future. Oh, guys, we've tackled this so many times. A large, significant, almost all, not all, but most of the Jasmy that is in the Binance wallet on Etherscan does not belong to Binance. I don't know why people don't understand this. I know that it's a narrative. It's a fun narrative to push for clicks. But guys, that 12.4%, most of that is actually owned by Binance's customers. All the people, the hundreds of thousands of people that have Binance accounts, that hold Jasmy on Binance, all goes into that one. It all counts as one wallet. It's not, Binance can't turn around tomorrow and say, we're selling 12.4% of the Jasmy supply. They can't do that. It's not theirs. I don't know why people don't get this, right? Binance holds Jasmy themselves, yes, for liquidity purposes, but they don't hold 12.4% out of 50 billion. That's not theirs. Not all of it, right? So keep that in mind, guys. So this is like, some people use it as a fear tactic. Some people use it as like a Moon Boy kind of storyline like this, where it's like they must know something huge is coming. They must. Oh, right? Of course something huge is coming, but that's not what this is, guys. What everyone thinks, Binance is accumulating Jasmy and they're holding it for themselves because they know Jasmy is going to moonshot, and they're keeping it in the innovation zone and while they accumulate, and then they're going to let it out of the innovation zone, and then they're going to profit all this money. That's illegal. That's against the law, you guys, right? You can't do stuff like that. So why do you think CZ went to prison, right? So anyway, moving on. What else do we have? So, visiting friend of the channel, NeoSun, NeoXtrix. While many shout Jasmy is a scam, Hara says this: we're developing our activity while paying particular attention to various laws and regulations, especially the law on payment services. For example, the simple conversion or exchange of cash and crypto assets requires a license as a crypto asset exchange operator approved by the Financial Services Agency. This also includes mediation and introductions. I believe that companies dealing with crypto assets must implement their management philosophy while being aware of compliance, which can be achieved within the framework and laws and regulations. Something big brewing, guys. Something big is brewing. So let me know, what do you guys think about what I've said here? Do you think that this is a bull trap? Do you think it's just going to start pumping into the inauguration and to the moon? What do you think is going to happen in the market, guys? And listen, I'm extremely excited about the Patreon, guys. It has been absolutely exploding. People absolutely love the group video calls that we do every evening because everyone can see each other. Everyone can hear each other. They get all the answers, questions answered that they need. They get all the help that they need, not only from myself personally, but from an entire community of hundreds of people who are all there to support, answer questions, give you feedback on things that you hear. You might hear a rumor or something like that. You need to know if it's true. Jump into the group video call and ask. People will let you know what they have found out about whatever it is that you're hearing, good news, bad news, or indifferent news, right? So you can jump into those every evening. You can schedule one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally, but get in quick and do it, guys, because those spots fill up so quick it's not even funny, right? And the Patreon, again, has been just exploding off the rails. I love the community over there. We have a live 24/7 chat as well, and it's always popping off, guys. So check it out. We operate 2 nodes over there right now. We do a lot of DeFi staking, passive income opportunities. I just actually also entered a swing trade opportunity video over there today. So a lot of passive income opportunities, guys, a lot of trading opportunities, things like that as well. So check it out, guys. The link is down below. Click like if you like this video, click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys tomorrow.